Good morning. It is a fresh week. It is Monday. It is currently 9:35. I have been up since 7:30 though, don't worry. I'm still on the streak. Beth and I actually got up at the same time today because she's had her first day back at uni. So she's off doing that. I've spent all morning editing the vlog that you will have hopefully already seen by now. If you haven't, go and watch it, but after this video, don't click off this video. I'm hungry now. I want my breakfast. I've normally probably eaten breakfast or be eating breakfast by now. So I went to Asda yesterday in the hopes that I could get bread and eggs. Asda had no eggs, like none whatsoever. And I don't know if that is just because I went on a Sunday afternoon. That is probably my fault. But I still have a lot of Frosties in because I overbought them when Beth and I did our cooked breakfast over the weekend or Friday. Was it Friday? Friday, I think. So I think I'm just going to put a tray of them in. It's the only thing I've really got for breakfast right now. So fuck it. That's what we're doing. It's really funny, right? So, as I say, I'm editing the vlog from last week, which will already be up by now. And I think it's making me quite conscious of the fact that I'm a massive fucking waffler. And throughout the week, I will have clips where I'm just talking and talking and talking, but it's something that I've already discussed in a previous vlog or previous day of the vlog. So the amount of waffling that I've actually cut out is mental, but it's the same on the main channel as well. I'm the exact same. Is it weird if I literally just have all four? Because I've got another fresh packet in the fridge. They've got the 29th on and it's the 26th now. So I'm just making sure that I actually eat them in time so they don't just go in the bin. I would just have two with eggs, maybe in a wrap or separately or whatever. But I have no eggs. It's gonna have to do. So today and tomorrow are probably going to be quite similar because I'm going to the day job in the afternoon, in the big block in the afternoon. So I imagine these 2 days are going to be quite short for the vlog because as I say, I don't film my day job. But because it is Monday, something I like to do on a Monday is fill in my goal journal. And I didn't put this in the vlog last week because I started at 4 o'clock or something because I remembered way too late in the day that I wanted to start weekly vlogging. This helps me break down my goals into weekly reflections and mini goals to achieve throughout the week. So in a way, it's to help me not overwhelm myself by thinking, okay, where do I want to be in 12 months? Where do I want to be in 6 months? I'm just thinking about it on a week-to-week basis, while still keeping track of the bigger long-term goals, if that makes sense. I got this from Typo. I don't know if they still sell them. I bought this last year, literally February and March last year, and then didn't use it. And it got to it got to last week or the week before, and I thought, oh fuck it, I'll just start using it. But yeah, if you're in a similar position to me with executive dysfunction, this isn't an ad by the way, this is just my genuine thoughts. If you struggle to keep in line with your goals, this has really helped me. So, Typo. Rusty. Fuck's sake. I need a fork. Yeah, there's a fork. I think after work, I'm gonna go and try and get some eggs. And then I need to get Beth's medication that I should have got yesterday that I completely forgot about. So, you know what? I always take a bite out of those Rossies and then forget that I need to be taking these. Every single time I have one. It's 10:20. I'm dressed. I'm going to try and continue on with this vlog. I don't want to vlog too much of the editing process. And I also don't want to do that every single week either because I feel like you're just going to get fed up of watching me edit a video you've probably already seen. But I've only really got until 12 to try and get that done. That's if I want it to be uploaded at around tea time. Otherwise it may end up being a bit of not a late upload, not when I'm already in bed asleep. Late, maybe 8 or 9 o'clock upload. I don't know. I mean, you will have known by now. I'm going to try and do as much as I can. I'm about midway through Thursday now. Hopefully I can just get all the assembly done in the next hour and 40 minutes, which by my standard, I hope I can. I think I should be able to. And then I can upload it as soon as I get back from work later. It is Monday though, so I do want to go to the gym because it's my leg day today. But with work and all the things I need to do, it may end up being an evening one. It's the first evening one I'll have done in a while. So my current plan is maybe going 7:30, 8 o'clock. So then I can just come home, have a shower, go to bed. Because then at least it'll tire me out before bed, and I hope it just doesn't give me a load of energy. That seems like the only way I'm going to get it done today. It's past 12, I've made my lunch. I got about halfway through Saturday, I think, before I had to stop then. So I've got a day and a half's worth of footage to do when I get back from work, which isn't too bad. Yeah, I'm just trying to give myself enough time. I'm trying to not film the window. Yeah, I'm just trying to give myself enough time before I need to leave so that I can have something to eat. I need to prep something for Beth to eat because... So, she's had her first morning back on her uni course. She's then going to work in the afternoon. She's forgot a packed lunch, which it happens. She's coming back here to get changed to then go back out, go to the gym, and then go to a dance class afterward. I couldn't do it. I don't have the energy. I don't know how she does it, honestly. But I'm going to help her. Ooh, that just nearly fell off the side. I'm trying to help her out where I can, though, because what else would I be doing? Just make her life a little bit easier because she's got a busy day, and I appreciate that I'm not as busy today. So I'll make sure one of these gets left on the side for a run. After I've had my lunch, I'm going to bake her some food, leave that in the fridge so she can just have it and go. I've just ran out of butter as well while making my sandwich, and one of my pieces of bread is it's just very dry. Something about this is actually just really eerie. It's a bridge that's sort of come apart. Hello, work has been finished. I am currently in Gateshead, as you would have seen from that previous clip of that bridge that I saw. Bit freaky. I always have a bit of an irrational fear about bridges anyway, about it like going, just breaking underneath your feet. So I can't swim, so worst nightmare. Anyway, I think my executive dysfunction, I don't even know if it's executive dysfunction or if it's just me being a twat. I think I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow because I'm really conscious that the only times I'm going to be able to go tonight is going to be really busy. I hate going to the gym when it's busy because I feel like I can't get on any of the machines that I want, and if I do get on a machine that I want to use, it's peak time for people to come over going, how many sets have you got left? Can you hurry up? And then people just stand there and watch you and make you just pressure you to move, and I prefer it when it's more chill. I really do. I'm not dealing with that. But as long as I still get 3 in this week, I suppose it doesn't necessarily matter. If I didn't have the edit to do this morning, I would have gone this morning. So there's a chance I might go tomorrow morning instead. That probably seems like the best idea. Go early in the morning, then I can go to work in the afternoon, and then when I finish work, I'm done for the night, you know what I mean? I'm going to get one little last job done, go to the shop, and then I'm in for the night. Finish the edit, because I've still got a day and a half left to do with the vlog. Yeah, I think just have a self-care night. I desperately need to wash my hair. Like, it's greasy as anything right now. I know sometimes, because I have my hair up all the time, sometimes it's hard to tell when it's just fluffy and fresh and grease, but right now it's just grease. I'm saying it before anybody else can say it. I'm aware. No, I'm going to have a shower, wash my hair tonight.
When I blow my nose afterwards, loads of black stuff.
It's hard Monday, everybody. Yeah, I always listen to the Dan and Phil podcast on Spotify, usually because I usually work every Monday. So I'll listen to that while I'm at work. I've only got like 6 minutes left of it, to be fair. And then I'll watch the video as well when I get home. I watch it twice. You're welcome, Dan and Phil. I'm home. It's time for tea. I'm absolutely starving. I'm going to make myself a pizza. And we're not judging. Pizza night and kickers. So hilariously, I've just backed up all the footage from today because I want to try and get that done every day to make it an easier job. And I'm about to film another video. So now I need to back this one up as well in a second. Yeah, the vlog is done. It's just doing its exporting and uploading and stuff. So that's good. As I say, from now on, I am going to gradually edit these vlogs so that they go up on a reasonable time on Monday, because this isn't going to go up till like maybe 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. Which isn't ideal, isn't what I wanted, but it's the first one. I'll get it out earlier next time, so I apologise. I'm going to chill now. Beth's on her way home from work, and then she's going back out to do her dance thing, and I'm going to eat biscuits and relax, and going to get up at 7:30 again tomorrow, and going to go to the gym. Let's go. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good morning. It's actually 8:15, and that's probably the latest that I've got out of bed in over a week now. I have been awake since 7:30. I feel like I have to keep saying that. I do have an alarm on at 7:30 every morning, and I do wake up for it. Getting out of bed is a different thing though. I was on my phone for the last 45 minutes, but being like, I'm really cold, I'm snuggled up, I don't want to get out of bed yet. I've lost my train of thought. I'm so tired. I went to bed way too late last night. It was because I started uploading that vlog at like 7 o'clock, and it didn't get uploaded until just after 11. So I had to sit up and wait for that and then go to bed after that, and then I actually probably didn't go to sleep till at least midnight, maybe slightly after, I don't even know. So yeah, I think I need to get to bed early tonight. I just can't. I'm meant to be at work this afternoon and I wanted to do the gym and stuff, but there is a storm and it's meant to be really windy. And I'm nervous about, well, I mean, I've been out in the wind and rain and whatever before, but anytime I have to spend a prolonged period outside in the rain, I end up sick. Or I get like my sinus flare up because I get like regular sinus infections. It's fucking shit. But usually I get a flare up if I've been out in the rain for a prolonged period of time. So I don't want a sinus infection again. I don't want that. I don't think today's going to be a very fun day for me. My brain is not working this morning. I've just put my little vitamin tablet in my mug for my hot chocolate. I can't be arsed with myself today, like, is this how the day's gonna go? It's 10 o'clock. I've made some breakfast. It's a little bit later than usual. I feel a little bit stressed today. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's just the weather stressing me out because it means I can't really go to work because I've been getting emergency alerts about the wind from my self-employed undisclosed job. I'm seeing in the northeast area a lot of trees that have fallen, shop signs that have fell off of buildings and all sorts, and I'm just a bit like, is it worth it? Like, don't get me wrong, I've worked in weather similar to this before, but I think the extreme warnings about it is putting me off. I suppose it's something that's out of my control, so I can only do what I can do. That, and also my TikTok feed. I'm sure we're all very much aware of what's happening in the world, especially in America, and it's extremely frustrating and it's really angering me actually. I haven't recorded a hell of a lot today, I won't lie. I'm letting my hair air dry. I actually washed it. I don't often record with my hair down, so feel privileged, I guess. The world is just fucked at the minute and it's bothering me. So I'm just playing guitar, trying to wish the world away. I don't know, I've just been playing guitar for a bit, just writing some new stuff. I've actually written something political for once. I say for once. It's reminded me, years ago, I did write a political song when I was a teenager. I need to try to find it somewhere. The lyrics will be on a hard drive somewhere. Of a song I wrote in the aftermath of the Pulse attack in Orlando, 2015 or something like that, I think it was. If my memory serves me right anyway. I think just everything going on at the minute, my entire TikTok feed is full of stuff about ICE in America. And the whole thing is just batshit. And we're living in a very weird time at the minute. I'm just working on something. I might just put a draft in the vlog, and people in the comments can let me know what they think about it. I've only like written a verse and a chorus, so if you want to give any feedback, you're welcome to. There's a sense of irony when the world is on fire but ice is on the street. A sense of calamity when on my TikTok feed there's a dead body. When my trans friends can't even use the bathroom, we villainize those scattered seeking refuge. It's the point entirely. I'm sick of all this tyranny. Did not realize it was a crime to have empathy. We've regressed 100 years and live inside of insanity. I wanna live and love inside of harmony. But how can I when I'm watching people die? That's all I've got right now. Yeah, the world's bothering me a lot. As I'm sure it's bothering a lot of people. It's very fucked at the minute. Good morning, it's Wednesday. It's about 8:20. I still got up at 7:30 as per, but I've just laid in bed till now really. I feel like I ended yesterday quite abruptly. It wasn't exactly the best day of my life, really. I think it was just a very stressful day, and then it just sort of got progressively worse and had some personal news that was a bit, which I actually can't really go into, so it's one of them where I probably shouldn't even mention it in the first place. But today's a new day. So I'm trying to leave that in yesterday. Try and have a better day today. I think I'm just getting progressively more tired the more mornings I wake up at 7. But I keep saying it, go to bed earlier, but I'm really struggling with it. It is what it is. I'm gonna have me a vitamin, potentially a hot chocolate as well. I definitely need a vitamin. I need something to give me a boost. Oh, but something positive yesterday. So on Fortnite, there's a new The Office pack with Michael Scott and Dwight Schrute as characters on it. And Beth gifted me the Michael Scott skin yesterday because she could tell I was having a bit of a stressful day. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Beth. That was very kind of you. I think I'm now going to forever play as Michael Scott on Fortnite. It is almost 12 o'clock. This is me having just got dressed. I'm not going to lie to you, but I haven't felt very motivated this morning, but I'm forcing myself to go to the gym because if I don't go to the gym today, I'm going to really struggle to get my 3 in. And I'm well aware at some point this week I'm going to have to do 2 in a row because I missed out on Monday and yesterday. I'm getting my leg day done. It's the first one of the week. And I might do maybe Friday and Saturday. I don't know. Just depends on the weather really. Because I keep seeing on the weather it's going to snow again and I need it to not. Because when it snows, I don't go outside. I seriously don't go outside. I have a weird irrational fear of snow and ice. Well, I say irrational. I have a rational fear of driving in ice. I have an irrational fear of walking in ice. There was an incident last year where I tried to drive. I'm trying to get a minute now, sorry. Where I tried to drive in the snow and I ended up getting my car stuck down a massive hill. The residents on that street had to push my car up a hill so I can get out. Which isn't ideal. So yeah, I told myself I'm never doing that again. So I don't drive in the snow anymore. So I'm really hoping that that doesn't happen. The weather is a lot better today. So I feel comfortable going out, getting me shit done. I made it. Right, I'm back from the gym and I'm trying to act like I'm not annoyed at some builders. Well, not builders, like workmen. Not to sound like a Karen or anything. And not to dox myself either. But I live on quite a narrow street that only really can facilitate one flow of traffic either way and a little turning point at the bottom. On the main road at the top, not that we didn't have any notice for any work going on or anything, but they've all appeared there today. No one was there when I left for the gym. I came back and there was about 2 massive vans trying to reverse out of my little street. About another 5 of them parked on my street where residents needed to park. And apparently I was an inconvenience for trying to access my own flat. So yeah, it's a honestly a weekly thing, at least maybe multiple times a week, where we have somebody in a van blocking the street or just somebody in general decide to park in the middle of the road or something daft. And it's just, I can't wait for the day where Beth and I can get a house and we don't have to deal with this anymore. It's the one burden of living where I live. But anyway, we haven't got a lot in because we need to do a food shop, but I'm going to have some hot dog pasta because I'm craving comfort. Because as much as I did the gym and I'm proud of myself for doing the gym, I still feel mentally a bit shitty. So I want something a bit comforting. And that seems like the right answer for me. To be fair, we've had hot dogs in the cupboard for a little while and I keep forgetting they're there. So I might as well use them. To be honest, before I do anything, this needs cleaning because it's a state. I can't lie, I have dug in a little bit. I thought I might as well film it, considering I've not really filmed a lot this week so far. That's my lactose-free cheese on top of that. It's just standard comfort food, really. I think it's what I needed. I'm gonna have a shower after this. And I can't lie, I feel a little bit better having been to the gym. I also just want to add as well about my little rant before when I was annoyed about the workmen. I appreciate people have to come and do a job. I'm not trying to be a Karen. But I think it's because when it happens so often and when people who come to do work and then park in the middle of the road, one, I can't understand why they don't recognise that they are in the way for residents, and 2, the way that they then speak to residents about it and refuse to move out of the way or refuse to, not even like, I'm not complaining at them well, I am a little bit complaining about them parking there because they're not actually working on our street, it's the main road outside of it. So when they park in the middle of the road and block residents, that's what I get annoyed about. Anyway, I feel like that's quite valid because people can't get in and out the street when they do that. and they act like we're the problem. Yeah, it's something that happens multiple times a week. Just to put that in there, I'm not being a Karen. It's just a recurring problem. Because there's places to just park on the side and be out of the way, and people don't do it, and people act like we're the problem when we actually live here. So I have showered. I'm in normal clothes once again. And in a weird turn of events, I'm going to the Metro Centre soon once Beth's finished at uni because she was craving yo sushi. So I'm gonna go watch her eat some yo sushi. Apparently, I'm not a sushi type of person. I can't imagine I'm gonna get anything, but as long as she's happy. I think the Metro Centre is one of mine and Beth's favourite places to go because we're just impulsive and yeah. Need I say more? I've just made it to the Metro Centre. It's 5:10. Beth was meant to be on a train to come meet me from Newcastle. Her train has only just come now. So, well, we think it's her train anyway. She's got on it. Whether it's her train or not, we haven't a clue. I'm going to go get food and see if she shows up. Beth's getting an Uber. So all the trains keep getting cancelled. So I'm just going to eat and wait. Go big or go home, I guess. Good morning. It's Thursday. I think you know the crack about what time I got up. I say it every morning. Today's no different. It is 20 to 9 right now, though. I've got my hot chocolate, I've got my vitamin. I feel like I abruptly ended yesterday. It was because... So obviously I filmed a little bit in Popeyes in the Metro Centre, and then in the booth that was in front of me, about like 8 kids all just swarmed the area. And I was like, well, there's no chance I'm getting my camera back out because, I mean, they looked like they were in year 7 or something. So I was like, at that age, they'll either play up to the camera or, you know, I don't want that to look like that I'm filming children, obviously. Children that had no parents there or anything. I didn't want to be like look like a creep. So I just didn't bother, obviously. And then Beth eventually did get there not long after I got my food. But yeah, I didn't really want to stick a camera in her face either, considering how stressed she was about everything. Because I learnt that in Rome. If she's overstimulated or if she's stressed and you're doing a vlog, don't vlog her. So yeah, we had a great time. Anyway, it was nice. I went and met her up at Yo Sushi because that's what she was craving. That was the whole point why she wanted to go. Went through a couple of shops, went home. We were meant to do the food shop, but I was exhausted, to be honest with you. I ended up in bed at like 10 to 9 and then fell asleep before 11. So overall, better night's sleep last night. Maybe I do need to just try and expend more energy of a daytime so that I'm falling asleep quicker. The more you know, the more you learn, you live and you learn, whatever the phrase is. I'm not sure what my plan is today, but I think we do need to do that food shop at some point today. So, also, go me filming in public yesterday on this camera. I know I used to do it on my phone. There wasn't really a lot of people around, to be honest. So I just thought, fuck it. As I always say, it's not a case of like I give a shit about people watching me film. It's that I don't want people thinking that I'm filming them. And the reason I keep saying it is because I've heard of incidents up here because there's a few different people that do content creation up here, and I have heard stories before of people getting aggressive because they're filming. Yeah, if I can avoid that at all costs, I will. It's nearly 11 o'clock and I've just remembered that I actually haven't eaten yet. In my defence, I have been busy. I've been doing some creative work as per usual. I'm always doing some form of work, really. Unless I'm in a mood. But yeah, I've just been scheduling a load of videos to go up on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube Shorts. Yeah, because I always post on TikTok and then completely forget to post it on my other platforms. So I've just been scheduling them so that quite a few go up between now and the end of the week. So by the time you watch this, they'll all be up anyway. And I'm hoping that I catch up to speed and actually just remember to post everything on time. Or at the same time, should I say. But yeah, I'm going to have the last couple of eggs here because I believe later on Beth and I are doing the food shop, as I said. So I might as well use the last 2 eggs to get rid of them so we can buy a new pack of eggs. It is Thursday evening. Apologies again. I feel like I'm constantly apologising this week for not filming as much as last week. But in a way, at least it'll be a shorter vlog. You don't have to sit through an hour of me, I guess. Well, I don't imagine. So anyway. So we did the food shop. I made myself a homemade cheesy garlic bread, which I should have filmed making, but I've not been in the best mood today, I won't lie. Again. And I've been at work this evening, but I have injured my ankle because I hadn't even been out long as well. Oh, I can feel it like, oh, I think it's swollen. Oh no. I went into a pothole. I didn't see it, it was dark. And I walked towards my car and there was a big pothole that I didn't see and I went with my ankle. So I don't know if it's twisted or I've just pulled something. And I'm meant to be at the gym tomorrow. Which I suppose, I mean, weight-wise, I've got arms tomorrow. I think I'm going again Saturday. So that'll be chest, back and abs. So at least weight-wise, it's nothing that is going to put strain on my ankle. It's just the cardio that I'm a bit like, I'm just going to have to see how it feels in the morning, I think. So I'm going to go in the morning because I'm going to do a longer day of work tomorrow. Again, I don't really know how much I'm going to end up filming tomorrow. But something I noticed when I was in town earlier, there is a Radio 1 van that's in Keele Square in Sunderland. That's very tempting to go and check out, considering obviously I do all my festival season content. So I'm going to try and find some time to go and see that and hope that it's not gone by the weekend. I don't know how long it's here for. I'm going to go and try and see that, see what that's about. But for now, I'll see you tomorrow. I've got some chips because I was sad about my ankle. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. Friday, and it is not 7:30. It is 5:40. I found out last night before I went to bed that BBC Radio 1 is live in Sunderland this morning at Keele Square. And I did drive past it last night, to be fair, and there was like a big pop-up radio shack thing. And then on a massive LED sign was advertisements for Big Weekend. So I'm going to go down this morning, see what's happening. Jesus, the heavens have opened. It's about 9:30. I also need the toilet, not going to lie. I have had the most surreal morning, I think, of my life, actually. No exaggeration. If you know anything about me, you know I'm a massive fan of Radio 1, just generally. Obviously it helps that I'm also a musician, and having any sort of exposure or link to Radio 1 is very good. I know it's sort of, people say, oh, it's, you know, you don't blow up from Radio 1 anymore. I get that, but at the same time, having something reputable like that, knowing who you are, is a bonus, I think, anyway. So yeah, I've been at Keele Square since about 7 o'clock this morning, and I've met Greg James. He's a lovely man, he's as lovely as you would think he was. And I had a conversation with him and he asked me, oh, what do you do? And I was like, I told him my normal day job. Sorry, Greg gets to know these things, the internet doesn't, I'm just sorry. But I also told him I was a musician and a content creator. And he was asking about the music. We just talking about introducing and stuff, and I was like, I've been uploading to Introducing since 2019. I was played on BBC Radio Newcastle in 2023, and Alex Holcomb listened to my song a couple of months ago. Didn't get played, but she at least listened to it, and that's, you know, for me at that point, I had been uploading for what, like 6 years, getting on for 7 years this year, but it was 6 years, it was end of last year this happened. To even be listened by Radio 1 is a massive step forward, even if it didn't get played. So I was like, it is what it is, it just means I'm a step closer to getting it. And he was like, well, in terms of the Big Weekend Introducing stage, somebody in the shack is the live music coordinator, and I'm going to get to come and speak to you, so then you can potentially play. Didn't think, right, so when Big Weekend was announced to be in Sunderland, I posted online very just openly, because I'm in the headspace of be delusional, because you never know, do you? And I was like, I'm going to harass Radio 1 until they let me on that Big Weekend stage. I didn't think it would be this easy. I didn't think I would have to just get up one morning, Greg James is just in town, I'm just going to go and promote myself like that, you know what I mean? And it wasn't even a case of me just promoting myself, it was just a conversation. And he was like, right, I'm going to do this thing, wait there. So I did, I spoke to the live music coordinator, her name was Katie, she was very lovely. And she took my artist name, and we just had a nice little conversation. She gave me some advice about getting played on Radio 1, and I just really appreciate it, and I'm buzzing. I'm on cloud 9, and now I'm about to go and live the most boring normal day. And also, as well, just as an ankle update, my ankle's alright right now. I'm quite thankful. I was a bit worried that it was going to ruin work, it was going to ruin the gym. I've been up earlier than I normally do. I normally get up at 7:30. I was up at 5:30 this morning for this. And then I'm going to go to work later on. What a morning, man. What a morning. This has been such a turnaround from how this week has gone. I've been having the most stressful week to now being in the most euphoric state. So, thanks Radio 1. Love you guys. Hello. It is 1:15 in the afternoon on a Saturday. I think this is the latest I've ever started the vlog. I've been at work. So, sorry guys. I am taking a break because Beth and I are treating ourselves to a McDonald's. Because why not? It's a Saturday, treat ourselves. Beth's actually off all day today, and it's really annoying because I'm not. We never really get days where we're both off at the same time. So I'm going to go spend some quality time, have a treat, and then Beth's going to do some uni work, and I'm going to come back out of work. So that's great. Also, it's really warm today, and I've not even got the heating on in the car. It's the first day I've come to work and not felt like I needed to wear a coat. Spring is coming, guys. It's coming. Right, I'm going up. I'm hungry. Hello. I had my Mackies. I went back out of work. It is now dark. I've just finished for the day. I've been got some bits for tea because Beth is going to make spaghetti carbonara. Well, not spaghetti, tagliatelle carbonara. I'm so excited about it because I haven't had carbonara probably since we were in Rome last year, to be honest with you. Because I'm not a very confident chef, so I don't typically make it at home, but Beth does it really nicely. And she's offered to do it tonight, and I'm buzzing. Yeah, I just got some extra bits from the shop for it anyway. Like tagliatelle, for example. We had every other type of pasta in. Honestly, we have these tubs in the kitchen, which you've probably seen before on the vlog, filled with loads of different types of pasta. And, of course, the one we need, we don't have. But yeah, I'm going to end the day with that. Sorry today's not been very eventful. I've been at work. Tomorrow's probably going to be very similar. I am going to film like a little bit of a reflection, a little bit of a chat tomorrow. Just to round up the week, just have a bit of a chat about things that have gone on, what's gone well, what's not gone well. I may do my goals book a little bit early as well, rather than wait until the Monday. And then I've got to upload all this footage. I don't know why I'm holding the case to the camera. Upload all this footage, edit it, get it up on Monday at a more reasonable time than 11 PM. You'll know how well that went. I don't currently know. I can't imagine this vlog's going to be as long as last week though, because I feel like I've barely filmed this week in comparison. Thanks for watching all of 2 minutes worth of Saturday's content, because I've just been working. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, it is Sunday. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's 10 to 4. A bit like yesterday, I'm starting the vlog a little bit late. Reason being, I've just been at work. I've taking a slight break right now, so I'm gonna fill yous in so that there's still something from today. Weirdly enough, my sleep was slightly different last night. So I woke up at 5:30 and then was just awake for an hour. Fell back asleep at like 6:30, then woke up again at 8. So I didn't do my usual getting up at 7:30, but I was up for an hour between 5:30 and 6:30 for some reason. So, you know, Sunday, rest day, I just sort of thought, oh, fuck it. I'll have that extra half an hour, it's alright, I'll get back onto it tomorrow. That is, other than Friday when I got up early for Radio 1, that is the only time I've ever, like, differentiated from the 7:30 routine that I've got. I'm quite proud of myself for sticking to it for so long. I don't know how long it will last. I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself because I feel like I'm very competitive with myself. And I feel like that one day where I just completely go off the rails and say, get up at like, 9 o'clock. I'm going to end up beating myself up for it and going, I've ruined my day, I've not got up early. Like, and I know what my brain's like. So I'm just trying to teach myself that if I do slip up one day, it's okay. Just as long as the majority of my days are like that. Because as they say, like, be consistently good, not occasionally great. Yeah, so I went to work. As I say, it's nearly 4 o'clock. I'm having a slight break. I'm going to get back to work soon. And to be honest, I'm going home, making tea. I'm probably just going to start editing this video. I don't know how much more I'm going to film today. But what I do want to do is I want to just have a little quick chat. And a bit of a reflection on this week. Because I think we can all learn something from how this week has gone for me, I think. And I kind of said this on Friday anyway after all the Radio 1 stuff happened, because something else massive happened today as well. I took the advice from Katie, who was, if you remember, Greg James's live music coordinator. And she was basically just saying, if you're trying to get more Radio 1 play, basically harass people. So, in terms of BBC introducing rock on Radio 1, that is a show that is hosted by Alex Holcomb. It's in the middle of the night on a Tuesday, I'm not going to lie. So if it does ever get played on there, I'll probably just listen back in the morning and then do a video and upload and stuff like that. Or I just set an alarm just to get up for the show, listen to it and then go out of bed. I'm not sure. I don't want to ruin my sleep schedule for it, but at the same time, I do really want to be on this show. Yeah, so I DM'd her. Haven't had a response back from the DM, but I also posted a call-out kind of video. Because I find sometimes when you post content about something, trying to call somebody out, being like, I want the attention of so and so person, you know, it can encourage your following to go into your comment section and tag the person, and then it gets them more traction. They're getting in the notifications like the same reel or the same TikTok or whatever. It's like, oh fine, I'll have a look at it. And to be honest, right, The only people who tagged Alex in this video, because I posted it to Instagram this morning. I posted the video on TikTok yesterday, I believe it was. Yesterday or no, must have been Friday, I think. And I hadn't heard anything, so I then posted it on my Instagram and tagged her on Instagram. I tagged her on Hollywood and then tagged her in the comments from my other account, and she liked it and then responded to it. So she's going to listen again. That is really great progress, because then that means there is a chance I could end up on the show. We're just going to see what happens, because typically, if I remember rightly, so she has listened to this song before, or at least a producer has. I don't know if it was exactly her, but I had an email through on the Monday, sort of afternoon time from what I remember, to be like, oh, so we have listened to your track. And it's you get that email anytime anybody in the BBC office plays play on your track. And I was expecting it to be BBC Newcastle, and it was BBC Radio 1. I went, what the fuck? This was in September last year, and I didn't hear anything else again. And I didn't know whether that meant that we're going to play it or not, because from what I remember when I was on BBC Radio Newcastle, bear in mind I was at work when it was broadcast. It was broadcast at like, I don't know, between 6 and 8 p.m, I think, and I was at work and I'd missed all of it. For some reason, I didn't get notified for any of the emails or anything. I remember I had an email to say that they've listened to it. I think I had 2 emails to say that they listened to it. I think they listened to it 2 different times in the same day. And then I had an email being like, we're going to play your track. Here's some things you can post to your social media, like some graphics to put on like your Instagram, on your Facebook, all that kind of stuff. And then there was another one that came through after it being like, we have played you on the radio, to confirm that they've done it. So I didn't know if that was the same procedure for Radio 1. So I basically stayed up that night and listened to the show to see, because I was also like, with it being a show that's on in the middle of the night, are they going to be sending emails out in the middle of the night or late on, or you know what I mean? Or were they going to do it maybe the following morning to be like, oh, by the way, you were broadcasted last night, if you want to go back on BBC Sounds and listen to it. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure how it worked, to be completely honest. So yeah, I remember I stayed up and listened to that show and it wasn't on there, and that's fine. I wasn't expecting it to be, but I also wanted to listen in case it was. But as I say, we might have another shot at it this week. So, I mean, that'll be in the next vlog, if that happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And that is completely fine. But we keep trying, and that is the point, isn't it? Just keep making music, keep messaging people. I don't want to keep saying harassing people, because that sounds awful. But, like, do what you can, really, to just network with people, get people knowing your name, and talking to people and building relationships with people. It's just, I think the same goes in any industry though, doesn't it? And it's just, it's in uni, when I was obviously doing film and TV, I might have already said this in a previous clip, just cut this out if I have. I remember always it being very prevalent very early on of, it's about who you know and not what you know. You've just got to build up the right level of experience and the right level of contacts, and just speak to the right people, and you will eventually get somewhere. I think that's all there really is to it. And just having the confidence to just go, hi, my name is so-and-so. I want this opportunity. Is there any chance we can network, or can we have a conversation, or can we do something? And not everybody's going to say yes to you. You never know who is going to say yes. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Insane. Right. I think I'm going to go back to work. If this happens to be the end of the vlog, thank you for watching. I apologise that this is probably a little bit of a shorter one. I know I've said this before, but I suppose I can't expect every week to be exciting every single day and to film things every single day. And, elephant in the room as well, I just want to say, the gym, I've only been once this week. So, obviously, as I say, on Thursday, I twisted my ankle, which, to be fair, by the Friday did feel better. But then on Friday night, at some point during work, I don't really know when, because I don't remember doing it, but I've pulled something in my shoulder. I've been in so much pain since Friday night with it. It's ridiculous. Like, I mean, it didn't even feel good when I was at home before I went to work, but like since I've been out and about, I don't know, maybe I've just been distracted. I don't know. It hasn't felt too bad, but no, it does fucking hurt. So I've just, especially with me having upper body sessions left, I just haven't gone. I don't want to hurt it more and do something worse to it and then be out of the game for longer. So I'm going to let it heal, and then I'm going to go back to the gym, I think. I really don't know what I did to it. I must have pulled it at work for the pain that I have, because it was going. Like, I've got a lump here on my shoulder, and then here hurts, and then the same place on the other side on the shoulder blade hurts. Struggle to lie down, struggle to sit up properly. It's just, right now, as I say, it's not too bad, but I don't know if it's just the adrenaline from me being at work and just being a bit, with everything going on. I suppose it is just a lesson that not every day is a bad day. I started this week really in a very shit mood, to be honest. I was stressed about multiple different things. There's a really, really dark personal thing going on in my life right now, which, again, is annoying that I can't really talk about. I wish I could talk about it because it'd be nice to offload it. I may be able to offload it next week, but it all depends on what happens next week in the most vague way possible. It's a legal thing that I really can't talk about. It's one of them I probably could, but just on the off chance that the thing I don't want to happen ends up happening, I'm best off not saying it. If that makes it doesn't make sense. I know it doesn't make sense. Might be a discussion that we have in the next vlog, but we'll see. But then, as I say, like I sort of mentally wrote off the week by Tuesday. Wednesday was great with going to the Metro Centre. Thursday dipped again, and then I've been on a high since Friday with all the Radio 1 stuff because I was in such a shit mood for the majority of Thursday, and then I found out Thursday night about the Radio 1 thing happening the next morning. Mood lifted, absolutely. And then I was like a kid on Christmas, really excited about it. Struggled to fall asleep, then got up early and I was just like bouncing around everywhere. Got into town for 7 o'clock just as Radio 1 started, and then spent 3 hours on and off just chatting to Greg James as if that's just a normal thing to be doing on a Friday morning. And even more of like a normal thing that he was trying to connect me to people to try and get me to play Big Weekend. Like, as much as I'm quite vocal online about wanting to do Big Weekend, I sincerely, and I keep saying this, and I feel like it's one of those don't protest too much kind of things, but I sincerely didn't go for promotional reasons. I went because I'm a nerd and I wanted to see Radio 1 live. I'm fascinated by stuff like that. I genuinely am so fascinated by film sets, radio studios, TV studios, all this kind of stuff, like really technical things. And as I say, I studied film and TV production. I spent a few years in York, in and out of those environments, obviously outside of the 2020 thing, which apparently I'm not allowed to talk about on YouTube anymore for censorship reasons. I have no idea why. Maybe it's because for some reason some people don't believe that the disease existed, or I don't know. I don't understand some people's brains. They're just fucking like tapped. I was gonna say no offense, but full offense. But yeah, I literally just went just for the fascination of it. Obviously, I am a fan of Greg James anyway. Like, it made me laugh, the fact that literally last month on my birthday, Treat Yourself Day, I bought his book as a gift for myself. It was almost like a sign or some form of manifestation. There isn't a part of me that thought this would happen. And part of me is a bit like, I don't really know why I didn't think this would happen, because of course they were going to come and do stuff in Sunderland. I suppose maybe I thought it was going to be near at the time, but I do know that Radio 1 is broadcasting live in Sunderland all week on Big Weekend week. So there is other opportunities to go back down to Keele Square. And this is for anybody in Sunderland who's watching this, who's interested. Maybe missed it this time around. Keep an eye out on Big Weekend week. Monday to Thursday, I'll be back at Keele Square. Just so you know. Well, as far as the plan is right now, I assume it will go ahead. But that is the current plan that I've heard. And I believe, I don't know, Friday's breakfast might be in Harrington Park. I'm not even entirely sure. It might even be confirmed, to be honest. This is just hearsay from what I've heard with being around it this week, really. But obviously the festival content creator side of me is putting this information out there, because that is kind of my job on Hallway Jones anyway. So I was sort of killing two birds with one stone, really, with that. But tell you what, on this video, in the comments section, why don't we discuss Big Weekend? Who do you think's actually going to be playing Big Weekend? I know somebody asked Greg, is Gracie Abrams on the lineup this year? And he was just like, God's honest truth, haven't a clue. DJs haven't been told, because the higher ups know for a fact that the DJs will leak it. They're not trusted. All we know is that a few names were meant to drop Friday, this week, and then it was going to clash with a different festival. And just from my knowledge and what I'm like, Latitude Festival also announced some names on Friday. So, just judging from that information, I don't know the validity of it. We won't know until Big Weekend announces their lineup, I suppose. But we'll come back to that when Big Weekend does announce it, to see if there's any crossover. Because it could be we need to be looking at the Latitude lineup to see if there's any names there that we think might do Big Weekend. That's all. That's my current theory. Thank you for watching today's vlog. Well, this week's vlog. I'll see you next week. Well, hopefully I won't be a miserable bastard. And it might be a bit longer, because I'll actually be doing things. Maybe not though, because maybe I'll just be at work. Another week after that is going to be quite eventful, because I'm going away for Valentine's Day with Beth, and Beth might actually for once be in the vlog. I promise she exists. I swear to God she fucking exists. Right. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.